Welcome in once again to the YGO Fresh Off the Press community, where we analyze the current posts, trends, and forecast of the Yu-Gi-Oh markets. We're here to feed the endless eternal Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard market watch addiction, guys. You guys already know. Welcome in. The channel continues to grow. I can smell the 2K is just around the corner. The road to 2K is almost complete. I'm super excited. Make sure you subscribe. It really does help out. Your boy Jay from Fresh Off the Press and the YGO Fresh Off the Press channel. Show me the cards, Jay, immediately. Don't go on a long rant today. Well, here we are, guys, with Abomination's Prison. Today we're going to be discussing most of these cards that you should consider picking up. You know, as of late, we're going to discuss those. But before we get to the cards that you're supposed to be picking up, I wanted to discuss a couple of buyouts going on right now. Guys, Unchained is running rampant in the TCG, like we discussed in one of our previous market watches, actually getting regional tops. This card only has two printings. The card is approaching 30 billies for the secret rare and even the ultra rares from 2020 tin of Lost Memories. We're gonna look at that as well. I think, what is this, like the most expensive card from the tins now, from the 2020 tins? Let's see, I don't even remember. Yo, let me see. You put high to low right here, and yeah, that is insane, even over Dragoon. Now, who would have thought when this card came out, when the 2020 tins came out, this was trash? No one really cared about it. No one played Unchained, and today is the most expensive card out of these tins. It's just crazy how, you know, the value of these cards, these Yu-Gi-Oh cards, changes throughout time, man. You can't make that stuff up. But wow, as an ultra rare, we see a 24 billy card right here, the Wall of Nine, or the RO9, is at 25 billy strong before it's attempting to reach 30s by the end of this page. Only 2 pages here, 19 listings, guys. Wow, the demand is going crazy for this card, and this can obviously be seen with the secret rares. Look, just going parabolic, literally. Look, just like a crypto chart in a bull market. Look at that. You can't make that stuff up. In the last 3 months, card was 10, 12 billies, barely holding that double digi range. And you know, earlier this year, this card was under 5 billies. It's just crazy. What is going on? Should I walk, man? Should I go grab the milk, yeah, and then come back? Guys, 30 billies, that's just a deal right there. The card is pushing 40 billy ohms. What is going on, guys? $40. Wow, this secret rare from Chaos Impact First Ed OG version is pumping. It barely fits in the chart, man. Look at that. Used to be a $5 card. February, you know, when we started this channel 6 months ago, I was starting the channel, this card was under 5 billion. That is insanity. And then after these guys, the bottom of the page is a 50 bill per copy. Yeah, I need to move on to the next card, man. Branded Fusion was another one that we just discussed the other day. We can see an invisible chart. Guys, we have an invisible chart, invisible price action for Branded Fusion. Let's refresh real quick. You can see it dumped, man. This card was 80 billies, went down all the way to 50 bills for one of these, but you see a small bump up now to back to 60, 61s, you know, and quickly going up to 67s and 70s. Only 3 pages, 27 listings. So don't get it twisted, man. It did go back down. It did go down to 50 bucks, but yeah, the card is bumping up. Why? Because Branded Chimera continue to make moves in the TCG meta, and people want their shiny bling, man. Honestly, this card looks fresh off the press, just like the channel. So I really can't blame anyone for wanting to pick up a copy, you know. So moving on to some cards that you should consider. This one is also pumping up in price. We talked about Junk Converter a while back when we just, you know, reviewed the legendary Duelist season, you know, 1, 2, and 3 back in the day a couple of months ago. We said, guys, synchros are getting support in the future. This is too easy of a call, you know, and just pay attention. It's too easy, guys. We called it when it was down here, you know, Billy, and some change, maybe some even under Billies. You know, we're like, guys, this could 2-3x easily. And now you can see the chart. You know, look at that. You have a deal here, but the walls are at 279s, 280s, approaching that 3 Billy mark, giving you that 2.5 to 3x since we first talked about this card. That's what we do here at the Fresh Off the Press community. Again, welcome into all the people joining our community. That's what we do. We're growing. It's for a reason. Why? Because there's value. We be making calls. We don't make all calls right. It is what it is. You know, no one's perfect out here, but we do analyze the markets. We're data oriented. We check the charts. We check the listings, the amount of copies, the supply and demand, fundamental economics. We keep it simple. And this one at a Billy, it was too easy. It's a card that only has 2 printings, and of course it's not like it's running rampant, you know, and it's using every deck and things of that nature, but the demand is here. You can see the card making a new all-time high. This is the yearly chart, guys. It's going parabolic, clear uptrend, and you want to make sure that you form part. I have 5 of these. I just exposed myself, bought them at Billy's. Now $5 is 15, and I'll sell them, trade them, whatever, and with them profits, be like, take my daughter to buy some ice cream. You know what I mean? Hey, put $5 in, take $15 out, and then you'll see a smile in my face. Let's move on to Salmon Great Sunluff. Who's Sunluff, man? Sunluff, yeah, man. Hopefully you guys have him. Salmon Great Sunlight Wolf, guys, from legendary duelist Soul Burning Volcano, the ghost rare. This card, man, invisible price, man, come, man, there we go. So, you know, the card went down all the way to 50 Billies. Under a couple of copies sold under there. The chart doesn't reflect that. Then we had a bump up to 55. So really, I mean, look, you can see here it's close to 52s, 54s. I mean, it's just hovering just above, a hair above that $50 mark. For a ghost rare, it looks beautiful. Now I have a question. Will this ghost rare become this one? Because guys, if you go to the yearly chart, this card came out, I mean, it was already what? I mean, I think it was higher though. More than a year ago, this card had higher prices, higher valuations. But you look, 25 down to what? 15, 16s, that's just insane, guys. You know, for a ghost rare number 101 Silent Honor Arc, looks beautiful as an XC's a ghost rare. And look at this one. Right now it's 50 bills, 50 piece for this. 50 piece wings, man, to get this card. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I would wait. You know, of course, this card is deck specific. It does have more utility inside that deck, where this is more generic, but no one's using it. So it depends. But honestly, who knows? It's going to be about supply and demand. The card just came out. I would wait. I would be patient. Patience wins this game. I know there was a bunch of people probably buying these ghost rares when it came out. Oh, a new ghost rare, this and that. And look, the card is 15, 16 shekels, you know, for a beautiful near mint ghost rare, guys. So let's go through these. We have here Salmon Great of Fire. When we last discussed this card, it had a couple of deals under 15s, but now it's a solid 20 Billy card with the massive walls of China here, as we can see at the 20 Billy mark. But not, look, only 3 pages, 29 listings. We said, guys, I think when we first discussed, yeah, it was 7 Billies. I think the first ever market wise that we talked about this card, it was cheap. There were all 7s, this, the Ling Monster, all the new cards from all like $7, you know, the more expensive ones. We said, guys, keep in mind, supply is low. If by any chance you need to play this card, or you need to buy them sooner rather than later, because no one's cracking these packs open. So supply is extremely low, as we can see. The clear, not just V-shaped recovery, just going parabolic, you know, almost tripling up since the lows. And that's insane, man. It's not as easy to get. No one's cracking these packs open. Then we have Pinpoint Landing. I had no clue that this card spiked up. This card was cheap forever. This card was a billion some changes. This is because of the new the cards that are coming out in Age of Overlord, the level 8 monsters. I always forget their name, but yeah, I think they run like continuous spells and traps and stuff. So I think maybe it's because of that. Because why else? I mean, I read, of exactly one monster special summon from the hand to if you draw 1 card, then it's only a once per turn effect. So I mean, but hey, single print from Cybernetic Horizon, that's insane though. I love the artwork. This thing was cheap forever, and now it's a 5 Billy card. Literally, we can clean this up janitor style. You know, you guys, we like our first at OGs. 5 Billies quickly goes up to 6, and then eventually 7s. Only 3 pages, 26 listings. If by any chance you had this card, you have free money. You're up 4 or 5x from the lows. Then we have Dark Bribe, the star of the show. We briefly mentioned this in my previous market watch where I went 4-0. Of course, just a 13-man tourney. And of course, the week after that, I got pooped on. I say it, man. I hadn't been doing well, but made some changes and the deck at least performed very well. I'm very happy in the previous tournament. And Dark Bribe is just a great side deck option going first. I love it. If you know what to hit with Bribe, you hit that right card. Yes, they draw one, but just like I explained in my previous market watch, but maybe what they draw wasn't what they really needed. Maybe they really needed that effect on the field, or that spell and trap to go off at that right time. So I love Dark Bribe. What a sleeper card, of course, readily available, easily. You can easily get this card. But today I actually wanted to go in, into the holographics. As you can see here, the Dark Legends Ultras, guys, these things just look 70 billies, one page. You can 8 listings, super hard to get this one, but then these are a little bit more accessible. You have the Dark Bribe from Battle Pack 2 War of the Giants, super rare. You can see this card used to be worth 15 to 16 billies, down to what? If we clean this up here real quick, we see, wow, this card doesn't exist that much. Wow, 12 billies, basically cleaned out, bought out. That's insane, man. Yeah, you can see the demand hasn't been like all over the place. It's just super hard to get this card. Thankfully, I think I own one of these because I have my place. I have one of these and two of this Dark Bribe GX Tag Force 2 promotional card. So we're going to look at that price. But yeah, man, Dark Bribe holographics, they look lovely and they're super hard to get. I'm glad I have my copy. But you can, you can go budget if you really just want the card. Same for this is the one that I have too. Clean this up real quick and we can see you have one here at 10s. They're really 10s with the place up. But after that, quickly goes to 15s, eventually 20s and beyond. Only 2 pages. 13 listings, guys. So the demand is coming in and it's hard to get this card. Almost going to single digit listings, guys. So that's crazy. That's crazy, man. I love this card. I always talk about this card. Yes, it's not meta defining, it's not gonna break the game, but used correctly and it could put in the work, man. Trust me, guys. Then we have a couple of ghost rares that I just wanted to discuss real quick. Don't forget, guys, these are cards. If you're into these ghost rares and things of that nature, don't forget about these. Like Sphere mode, look, 30 35 billies. These, 30, look at those market prices. They're all under 50 bucks down here, and then look at Dark Magician Girl. Someone in the comment section, they're like, yo, Jay, make sure you check out those ghost rares, they're dumping. I'm like, damn, I hadn't checked these cards in a while. They were 250s, and now they're what, like let's see, clean this up, 175. So that's down 75 bucks a pop. Quickly goes up to 200. Again, this is just for people that aren't like into collecting and DMG and ghost rares. Like, great opportunity, and again, same deal. Blue Eyes at 150, a little bit under, and then Red Eyes. Like, these ghost rares, not bad if you're into collecting. And this one, no way, man. Let's see, this continues to dump and make new all-time lows. Insane. Yo, that I didn't know that. $16 gets you this card, a hair under $17 with this ghost rare. That's crazy, man. Then we have Triple Tactics Thrust. There's another one that we continue to talk about. I talked about the ultimate rare in our last market watch because, as we can see here, beautiful pull we had. Wow, that thing just looks fresh off the press, just like the channel. But the secret rare we do see is still under 70s. 66s here, a couple of deals, but this card will be 75s, eventually 80s, most likely back again. As the competitive, regional season continues to ramp up, people need this card, meta defining, and the OTs are going down. But these ones, I don't see these going too much down until we eventually, from this point on forward, going down under like 60, things of that nature, due to the competitive season and the demand coming in, until we eventually get a possible reprint. Now, number 9, Dyson Sphere, ultimate rare from Abyss Rising. I really like this card. As an ultimate rare investment, you can't find too many of these, guys. We continue to provide that value to you guys. Unlims at $5. You can get this number 9 ultimate rare for $5, guys. That you can't get any. Look at that. And after a couple are gone, then it quickly goes eventually up to almost a double digit range. But again, the first eds, look, 13 billies. It's just 13 billies. You got 2 pages. I ordered mine. I just wanted to at least have one, just have some exposure to this first ed. Look, 16 listings. This first ed, I think I bought like this one, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, just 13 billies. I love this investment. I mean, of course, the card is not doing much, but this card used to be worth almost, 18, 20 billies. And you never know, man. This is a 2 generic rank 9 I love investing into first edition ultimate rares like these. And honestly, that Unlim, man, at $5, man, I'm gonna leave that deal for you guys, but I really like that one. Guys, link in the description down below. Don't forget, we have our centralized resources, our link tree right here. It brings you over here. We just had a fresh off the press episode with the semi-limited podcast. Had a blast over there, man. It'd been a minute. So make sure you check them and that episode out. Great people, great content. Then you have a Haver as well. Had me over a while back. Great episode, you know what I mean? Make sure you check that out. And then our very own podcast, just been extremely busy, but I need to get that episode 2 running, man. Man, I can't wait. Can't wait, man. Literally makes me excited, you know, to throw that out there. But in the meantime, if you haven't checked the first episode, come here, click play. You don't have to be a member of Spotify. Boom, you can listen in. Great episode there. And then don't forget, guys, subscribe. Half of you guys, man, we need to get you in. Make sure you subscribe. For those that don't, just click that bell right there. You know, if you haven't subscribed yet, and you can stay informed. Podcast episode releases, live stream information, and then our giveaway. Where's that? Guys, giveaway. We're just around the corner. Under 40 people left. 3 TCG player 10 Billy gift cards and a 4th lucky bonus winner. There you go, of this Yu-Gi-Oh product. So you just have to be in the Discord so we can discuss address information, you know, sensitive personal information. I like to do it through there, you know, in a safe space. And then just make sure you subscribe, click that bell, and then you're in to win. You know, I'll make sure to let you guys know what video to comment, you know, in order for you to fully participate in that giveaway event, just like our past giveaway events. Guys, destroy that like button. If you like the energy, the good vibes, the giveaways, everything that we do on the channel, we continue to grow, and it's all thanks to you guys, man. The Yu-Gi-Oh community is amazing. Don't forget that none of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Continue to show me the cards, Jay. Here we have Cordius. Look at that name. What? The Trifasic Facet, man, Dealman from Blazing. What in the world? So one of you guys in the comment section like, yo, Jay, check this card out. I'm like, one Synchro, one XCs, and one Link. You know, I'm like, you know, break certain boards, things of that nature. You know, I like this card. I ordered a playset, you know what I mean? I was like, quarters, under quarters, count me in. You know, it's a fee, of course, heavily reprinted Blazing Vortex. You have multiple printings. You have the ultra rare first at OG, and then a common in the 2022 tin. So I like this one. You know what I mean? I like the potential. I don't know if you mentioned like super poly or something, but it's just a flexibility. Like, it's very niche, it's very particular, but I really like this card. You see a small spike off the lows. I really like this. At quarters, you can't go wrong. I put in a Billy. Who knows, man? You just never know with cards like these. People, I didn't know this thing even existed. So, you know what I mean? Then the demand comes in, and you can plus, I could see this at a Billy down the road, and I could take that 3-4x and live to fight another day. Then we have Magician Souls. This is another one that I would tread lightly. I mean, this is a card that is ready for a reprint. We don't know when or where, so, you know, I wouldn't go in too deep, but it's one that I would definitely consider. You know what I mean? It's a great card. Has cycled in and out of the meta in the past, and you can see really a lot of sideways consolidation, you know, between 20 and 30 billies, you could say, for the past year. So not doing too much, but you can see a small uptrend here, higher lows and higher highs as of late, you know. So yeah, let's see what happens. Right now it's a 28 billy card, essentially 30 billies, only 3 pages, 30 listings for the secret rare max rarity version of this card. I think this card needs a reprint already, so I don't know what, you know, Konami's waiting for, but definitely one that I wanted you guys to keep on your radar. Same with the Dark Magician cards. Look, 7 billies here. You see a small spike as of late. The demand coming in for the Dark Magicians from Legendary Duelist Season 3, the Fusion Monster. You can see now it's turning to, you know, it's becoming an 8 billy card. Little by little, listings are going low. The demand is coming in for this iconic, beautiful artwork card here, as you can see. And yeah, not too many listings. I think it has like, what, like a Starlight and then the OG Ultra or something like that. But it's not easy to get this card. It's a secret from Legendary Duelist Season 3. So if you ever wanted this card, I think now in the big, you know, scheme of things, the downtrend has continued, but it might be starting to be over now after a little bit of sideways consolidation. Same for Soul Servant is another one that, as you can see here, used to be worth 8 billies, crashing down to 5 to 6s. But yeah, this is another one. You do have Walls of China, big Walls of China at around 6 billies, but you know, it's a beautiful card. Broken effect, beautiful artwork, not too many printings. It's a DM card. Make sure you keep this one in your radar. card. Then you have Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, just more DM, you know, nostalgia and artwork and support, and it's just beautiful. What a card, guys. I just wanted to mention, I found it weird, you know, that you know, this card hasn't been reprinted again, you know, so it makes me think when we can have another copy of Dragoon. It hit 30 billies. I sold mine between 25 to 30s, thankfully, you know, yeah, and right now it's just consolidating. Look, you had a low of 10 billies. That's when I went in. I actually took advantage of this move, you know, and now it's retraced back down to the mean. So now I might consider maybe picking my one of, but I just don't know. I feel like there's a reprint looming over this card, just over the horizon, but we'll see. For now, you got a wall of 8 at 14 billies, and then the walls at 15 as well. So the card is readily available, over 100 listings already. So yeah, I mean, it's such a great broken card that, you know, again, cycles in and out of the meta, and it's always good to have access to a card like that. Just like Crossout Designator, everyone forgot about this card already. It only has 2 prints. You have the max rarity prismatics spiking up from the 7.5 billy lows. If we clean this up real quick, you can see, wow, it's really a nice, almost a 10 billy card here with the walls of China, almost pushing double digits in price action, under 50 listings. Guys, if you need this card, don't wait until it's 15 to 20s. Now is the time. You come here, you grab one of these deals. If you need to play this card, I would get my playset. I have my playset already, but I'm glad, because I mean, you know what I mean? You want to make sure that you have access to the cards that you need. Then you have Gamma Seal, the Sea Turtle Kaiju. We talk about this card every so often. Used to be a 2.5 billy card, pumped up to double digits, almost $11. Now you see that retracement back down, you know, here to what? To $6-7? Yeah, 7 billies. Not bad, not bad. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not as easy to get. Under 50 listings, the demand is here. It's a kaiju, water kaiju, the most popular, the most used, the best kaiju per se, the one that you give to your opponent for the most part. And yeah, I think this is retracing healthily. I don't see this going back under 5 billies unless it gets an immediate reprint. So around that $5, $6, $7 area, I would start considering, you know, this card to pick up. Then you have the Winged Dragon of Ra, Ghost Rift from legendary duelist Rage of Ra. What a card, guys. I used to own this card. Thankfully, I sold it around these prices. The card used to be worth over 200 billies, and now it just continues to dump down, making a new all-time low at $129. Insane. Still only 11 listings, almost single-digit listings. It does have some demand at these prices. Collectors are coming in, sniping this up. If you're a collector, definitely a card that you want to keep on your radar, and it's not bad at these prices, honestly, if you want to collect that Ghost Rare. Then Anima. We talked about Anima a while back, and it continues to go parabolic for the past 3 months. Of course, you see here a little bit of a retracement, a lot of walls here, but it's really a 3 billy card, and it's holding strong. Don't let this card be 5 billies. If you need it, get it sooner rather than later. And then the last card I wanted to touch base on is Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. This is my biggest bag, guys. I know there's a lot of new people here. When I first started the channel, a lot of you guys, you know, really like when I used to talk about this card, because I have over 50 copies of this ultimate rare. Went in at around 30s. That was my average price, so I'm really down 50%, but it's fine. I'm happy, you know, getting caught holding this particular bag, an OTS Tournament Pack 20 Ultimate Rare, you know, OTS Ultimate Rare, hard to get. You know, these were 25 to 30s, dumped down to 15s, and now you see that small spike up, the demand coming in. There's only so low this card can go for the most part, or at least expected. Just my speculation. It's a Ghost Girl Ultimate Rare, and I think these prices, man, looking into the future, they're just too cheap. Of course, the card is pumping up back to 20 billies. You have a couple of deals here, but if we clean this up here real quick, not in cart, this right here, you see that really you have one at 18, and then it's going back up to 30s, because all the other listings are weird 0% sellers and things of that nature. So whoever was sniping these cards up at these prices, I believe they're going to be long-term investments, great long-term investments. If you ever needed this card, now would be the time to pick this card up at these cheap prices, because I think when Cherry cycle back into the meta, this is going to easily be a 50 billy card again, and it might even go to triple digits, guys. When demand comes in, and cards like these that they could become meta relevant just with a change of a format and things of that nature, I really love my investment. I've been, you know, holding strong, yeah, I mean, hey, this is a bag we're caught holding, and I'm holding strong, you know what I mean? And let's see how it pans out, but hopefully you guys are having fun with it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed today's content. I enjoyed, you myself providing this great value. As always, I love my community. If you made it this far out into the video, you guys continue to be the straight MVPs. Guys, leave a comment down below. What do you think about the cards that we discussed today? Thank you so much for your time, your support, and your attention. Stay fresh.